Hey everybody, Marcos Villegas being joined here with Brandon Bam Bam Rios, who takes on Danny Garcia coming up February 17th at the Mandalay Bay in Las Vegas, Nevada. Brandon, man, looking at you, you look in great shape. I spoke to some of your team members the other day. They're saying that you're around 160, 157. So that's a huge, huge difference compared to your other camps. It shows that your heart's in it and you're extremely dedicated at this point.
Oh yeah, definitely, man. We've been training really hard, and this time, like I told everybody, man, I gotta make it right this time. I promised my wife that this time when I come back, we're gonna do it the right way, and we're gonna do everything the right way, and that's what's been happening. And the weight's been coming out perfectly fine. And thanks a lot to my wife. She's been my chef this camp. She's been on me. She's been honest. She's been doing a tremendous job. So you know what? Thanks to her, love her so much that hey, she's done it.
And that's the perfect thing too, because if you don't follow her diet, you ain't getting any. So that's like a punishment right there.
Not only that, but if I don't follow the diet, she's gonna know that the scale doesn't lie. So she'll fucking be mad. Trust me. So I'll probably be sleeping on the couch or something.
You know, looking at it, Brandon, is that the most important factor? Is doing right by your family? Is that why you're rededicated now, much more than you were before?
Oh yeah, definitely. You know, not only that, but you know, there's a lot of things I can prove everybody wrong. So that's why I'm doing it really right this time and smart this time, because there's so much people that I want to prove. There's so much critics out there I want to shut up. So that's why I'm doing it right.
How much does that bother you? And how much is it important to you to show that even though it's the later part of your career, there's still a lot of you to give in boxing?
Yeah, it bothers me a lot, but not to the point where I'm not going to lose sleep over it. It just bothers me because I want to shut these people up. I want to show the people that, you know, you guys are fucking retarded. You guys are no shit. So that's what I want to do and show everybody that I'm ready and I'm prepared.
Now, I read some interviews that you did over the past few weeks, and you mentioned that there was points in your career that the heart wasn't in it, that you felt the fame just got to you. Explain to me, at what point did you feel that the heart wasn't in it anymore and you felt all those things happening where you're just kind of like, I don't know about this boxing thing?
The heart was in it, but it was like, my heart's always been in boxing. I love boxing.
Well, like half-assed then.
Yeah. But like everything, I think when I started, when was it? Like when I started making like pretty good money. That's when, I forgot when it was, but that's when
after the Pacquiao fight? 'Cause you made a lot of money for
before the Pacquiao fight, all that stuff. That's when it started fucking getting to me. Like, yeah, like my shit didn't stink. I was better than you. I had a lot of yes mans around me. So that's what kind of fucked me up. Especially when you have those people around you, the yes mans. The people that, you go give me a soda, fuck, I'll burn it, okay, I'll go do it. Those type of people. So that's where it got to me. And that's when I started realizing, like, man, I can do anything and people go do it for me right away. And then when I lost the Pacquiao fight, where was everybody at? Nowhere was gone. And when I said I was done with boxing at the Bradley fight, everybody was like, nobody was around. Nobody. Call me nothing. So I realized, all right, motherfuckers, I know who's friends and who's not friends. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. So now we got to move on.
Well, speaking of the Bradley fight, up until now, you had a good result in Herrera. You knocked him out via a body shot. Looking at this fight, Danny's a guy that doesn't move a lot. He counter punches, but he doesn't move a lot. Yeah. Style-wise, how does your style you feel fit in this fight, and what can you take advantage of that you have?
We just gotta fight the way we've been fighting, you know what I mean? Fight on the inside and and execute our game plan. You know what I mean? We just gotta watch out for those hooks, because he got a tremendous hard hook, and we just gotta just be ready, you know what I mean? Do whatever we gotta do, we just gotta be ready.
Looking at your training as well, you're back in with Donald and Robert. You left Ricky, but I heard that was because of the distance, right? It was just too far?
Yeah.
So, okay.
The reason why I let Ricky is because of the drove. You know what I mean? An hour, like an hour.
From Oxnard all the way to what, Van Nuys?
Yeah.
That's far. With traffic. LA traffic's stupid crazy too.
Crazy. But seeing none of that, but I was training like really early too. So right when I drop my kids off, I go to the gym training so I can get out to beat traffic. So it was horrible. And I was always in a rush. And now that, because my wife works in Santa Paula, and she works like things like 20 minutes, 30 minutes away. I'm in Van Nuys, and my kids go to school in Camarillo. So if anything happens, how are we gonna get to my kids in an emergency? You know what I mean? So, nothing against Ricky. I like Ricky and everything. It was nothing against him. It was just I had to fucking make a move. That's what I did.
You feel that a part of you felt weird not being involved with Robert, seeing that you and him were tied so closely throughout your whole career? Did it feel weird not being around him?
No, it didn't feel weird at all. You know, it felt like whatever, because I knew Robert was my boy. Anyway, I call him, I talk to him once in a while. You know what I mean? It wasn't like we hate each other or nothing like that. It was just the drive what got to me. You know what I mean? The drive was just too much, and my kids, like I said, I'm a family man, and my kids come first all the time.
But it must feel even better now, though, right? Like the crew's back. Like you must feel like, yeah, you know, it feels right now. It feels like we're coming full circle.
Yeah, it feels good, you know what I mean? Because I'm right there in Oxnard. I'm getting my training done right there in Oxnard. And I don't have to worry about rushing or nothing, traffic, nothing. And my kids are right there, too, in school. So I train and get done, and I get done on time to go pick up my kids. And I train again at 7 o'clock at night with my strength and conditioning guys. So I'm always like, it works perfectly fine. And when we go Wednesdays and Fridays, we drive to Riverside. I don't drive. Donald drives. Donald and Cobra, they the one that drives to Riverside. So it's like, I'm not driving, so it's like, people are saying, oh, but you don't want to train with Ricky and Van Nuys, but you driving to Riverside, that don't make sense. I'm like, but I'm not driving. You know what I mean? I'm going, but I'm not driving, and it's only 2 days out of a week. Wednesdays and Fridays, I go to Riverside for sparring. That's it.
So that's the involvement that Robert has at this point is Wednesday and Fridays he's overseeing your sparring, and then he's giving you tips and advice as well.
He's telling Donald how to, the instructions, how to work the fights and everything, and how to train me. And then when the fight gets a little bit closer, he can start coming to me.
Okay. At this point in your career, Brandon, where do you see yourself in terms of your boxing career? What's really driving you at this point? Is it the money, or is it something much deeper?
The sport I love the most, what's driving me is it's not about the money. It's about what I always wanted to do and accomplish when I was little. I always wanted that green belt, and I got to get that green belt. So that's what's driving me hard, and that's what's making me want it more. And that's why I'm training so hard.
If you get the green belt, do you call it a day, or is it like it reinvigorates you that it's going to want you to push even more?
Who knows? But like I told my wife, I promised my wife at 35, I'm done. I'm done. Yeah, this time I'm done. 35 years old. I'm 31 years old. I promised my wife at 35 years old, I'm done. I'm done with boxing.
So you got time. You got time.
I got time. I got lots of time, and I know I can make it. And the lots of time, I'm making everything worth a while.
You enjoying it a lot more?
I'm enjoying it a lot because I'm on weight, and I'm still eating good. I'm still losing weight, and I'm still training, and I feel so comfortable, I'm so relieved.
I still can't picture how you went without food for a week. Like, that must have taken the most dedication and focus to be able to go through that for a week. 'Cause I go crazy after like a day. You did for a whole week.
It was crazy, bro. It was horrible. I wish nothing, and it was just something that...
How'd you even get through workouts and like press conferences and all that?
Heart and balls. Heart and balls. That's what you got to do. As your balls come out, you got to do what you got to do.
That's true, man. And you've been doing it. Hey, I think style-wise, this is going to be a good fight. And one thing with you, I think is true that fans have always known about you is you come to fight. You come forward, and you are going to fight regardless of what happens. And I think this fight's going to be a good action fight.
Yeah, I'm not going to be dancing, so you don't have to worry about that. Me dancing around and everything like that. No, I'm going to be there to fight. And I hope he comes to fight too. I hope he don't. I know he's not a big mover around, but let's see if he comes to fight too. I'll be ready to fight.
All right, Brandon, it's good to see you, man. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Brandon Rios taking on Danny Garcia coming up February 17th at the Mandalay Bay in Las Vegas, Nevada.